Channel 5. When we open the phone lines, you may call us at 662-8674. That is 662-8674. This is The Edge. It's 6 minutes past. Let me apologize for the late start, but let's get into our program for today. It's going to be more of an open interaction with you, the listeners and the viewers of this program, and so we'll open the phone lines very early to hear from you what is on your mind as it relates to things, whether it be in St. Kitts and Nevis across the Caribbean region or even on the international stage. Of course, there's a lot of excitement on the international stage that has, I would say, some sort of relation to regional development and national development, and I'm pretty sure that you have been paying attention or you have heard somewhere, somehow, about what's happening internationally and what it means for us here in the region. But it is an open discussion, and so I am encouraging you to call in and to share your views and opinions as we have a very meaningful and respectful dialogue. Before we take our first call, just to remind you that the National Assembly will meet on Thursday, January 30th. That's tomorrow, and so there won't be the edge tomorrow, and we will resume on Friday. But two bills are expected to receive their second reading in the National Assembly on Thursday. The order paper has been issued, and that sitting will commence, or is expected to commence, at 10 a.m. And the bills are entitled the Vehicles and Road Traffic Amendment Bill, and that will be introduced by Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew. And then we have the Plea Negotiations and Agreements Bill, which will see its second reading by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs, the Honorable Garth Wilkin, and of course it will be broadcast live here on ZIZ Radio and other participating radio stations, and copies of the bills, as soon as they are made available, can be found on the website www.sknis.gov.kn under the section titled Bills. But the phone lines are open now. We're taking your calls, 662-8674. That's 662-8674. You are listening to The Edge. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you so much for joining me here on the program for today. I also want to share with you that tomorrow, Thursday, is the last day, or to remind you rather, that tomorrow, Thursday, is the last day to receive payment from the Budget Boost Wallet program for the month of January. So this means if you would like to receive, if you are eligible for the program firstly, and you would like to receive the payment for the month of January, you must register before 11:59 p.m. Thursday, January 30th, 2025. And if you do not register, but you make it to register for February, you will not receive a retroactive payment. So you're not going to get a payment for January. And so again, I am encouraging you to apply. For those of you who are not certain, the numbers to call on St. Kitts are 465 1370 or 662-5993, and for Nevis is 469-5521, extension 2184 or 2185, and various community centers across the Federation are open where you can go to get assistance with signing up for the Budget Boost initiative. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we will get into our discussion for today. Stay tuned.
What did you mean earlier about climate change, Mom?
Well, when I was your age, I remember beautiful coral reefs and healthy beaches. The summers weren't as hot as they are right now, and the rainy season meant that it only rained when it was supposed to.
And then what happened?
The weather just started to change, and storms got worse. Coral reefs started to die because the ocean was getting too warm, and crops started to die because there was not much rain. You know, we realized as adults that we were doing something that was causing this.
What were you all doing?
Same thing we're doing now. Not using clean, renewable energy, chopping down too many trees, and even polluting the air with gases, such as the gases emitted from our cars when we drive around.
We need some help before it's too late, Mom. We can't let it get worse. What can I do? We can raise our voices.
With 35 million dreams, aspirations, and futures at risk in Carry Forum, we need your voice in our story against climate change. Acknowledge, commit, act. This message is brought to you by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center under the Intra-ACP Global Climate Change Alliance Plus program and is funded by the European Union.
Welcome back to The Edge in ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. The phone lines are now open and we're taking your calls, 662-8674. Okay, we seem to have lost that one. But I mentioned earlier, phone lines are open. We're having an open discussion. Let me just make a quick correction to the numbers I shared earlier. It's actually 467, not 465. So that's 467-1370 or 662-5993. Again, the numbers are 467-1370 or 662-5993. Those are the numbers you call to sign up for the Budget Boost Wallet program. Remember, tomorrow, Thursday, is the final day to sign up to receive payment for the month of January, as payments are not retroactive. Don't say that you don't know what to do. Call, and somebody will guide you. If you call, you may not get an answer on the first ring, but call and hold the line and let somebody assist you. You're listening to The Edge. You will take our first call for the morning. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
Your background look nice. You could steady. Anyway, the amount of people, well, Edinburgh say, all of them going to get the money?
19,000 people have since received the payments for the month of January.
They
19 plus.
Yeah, they don't receive it because some people say they put in, and up to now they ain't calling them.
Oh, you don't get yours?
No, I don't get none. Remember, I'm a pensioner.
Oh, you're a pensioner? Oh, okay.
Here for $100.
Huh?
For $100.
Oh, you get $100 a month for your pension?
Yeah, so it made in taxes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway, what I want to say, if they're picking out, because some people saying that they ain't get the call, so they must not pick out. And next time they share any more money, put everybody in it. No halfway, nothing. You understand?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You have a good day. All right. You're listening to The Edge here at ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. The phone lines are open, 662-8674. That's 662-8674. This is The Edge for Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. There is a criteria, and so if you are making more than $5,000 per month, or if you so let's say you got 4 this month and you're getting 6 next month, then you're going to be disqualified for next month, because I think they're doing continuous evaluation of each beneficiary or each applicant, each person who comes on to the program. It is continuous. For those of you who may have missed the discussion yesterday, I was sitting with the Minister with responsibility for social development and gender affairs, youth empowerment, aging and disabilities, as well as a family counselor. That's the Honorable Isani Philip, and a family counselor with the National Counseling Center, Miss Alicia Collins. And the conversation centered around citizen security and the 90-day campaign against crime and violence, and focused on social programs or social support or things that we can do within social and community development to address the issue of crime and violence, looking at the root causes of the issue and hearing from members of the community as to how do we address this thing, what ideas should we put on the table, how do we expand or how do we build on those ideas. And it was a really enlightening conversation, and there were some things that I found particularly interesting. It shows the groundwork that has been done and continues to be done to address the issue of crime. And the point was made that, you pump more money into national security onto the police force, you buy more guns, you buy more vehicles. Those things are necessary, yes, but they may not be addressing or properly attacking or addressing the issue. And so you got to go back to the root causes. What is causing this, and how do we address this? And so front and center of this campaign or this initiative was to engage with the public, to engage with the community, to go the highways and the byways and the sideways and everywhere and ask our people, what do you think? So we've presented our ideas and we've said this is how we believe we should address the issue, but we believe you have a different perspective. And we believe that your perspective makes a lot more sense or would be more better received. And so we went, the team, they went into the community and they met with elderly people, they met with younger people, and they were able to forge those ideas. As I stated, I sat in one of the presentations from Miss Collins, and it was very comprehensive and very detailed, and it gave you a very precise and broad breakdown of the root causes of crime and how do we address these things. And so you're talking about the community groups and organizations and the different programs that they have going on. And one may say that that is not addressing the issue now, but you're tackling the issue at the root and trying to addressing it. And so it may be something that you may deem as simple, something as simple as an after-school program where you are trying to identify those at-risk young people and you engage them, whether it be in the academics with the actual after-school programs, or you get them into learning the African drum, or learning how to build a bike and take down a bike, learning how to change a tire, learning how to fix a battery, these hands-on and things and different things. And that may be viewed as simple, but it's one of the ways of tackling the issue of crime. We have a call on the line, so let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. The caller, good morning. You are on the air.
My good friend.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm not too bad, but a bit disappointed yesterday because when them kind of people come on the radio, we all, the poor people, want to ask a question or two. And all the radio hosts is them. When these people come on the radio, it's like I don't want to talk to them.
No. Well, caller, wait. No, let me apologize for that. Hold on, man. Hold on. Just listen. I apologize for that. So yesterday, the phone lines were indeed open. Yes, we ain't had enough time. But the focus. Listen, man. Listen to me now, man.
Give us a voice.
Man, listen. You're not listening to me. So I'm saying the focus yesterday was to explain what it is that they're doing.
We understand that. It was a lovely program. And the lady, me teacher daughter, Reverend, me teacher daughter, I want to see a town hall meeting and church and Bank Street where the people of this country could talk. Because this kind of thing ain't going away in think it's, Because I want to tell them in a forum, that this guy voice can't tell, we ain't ready for here and here. He coming to play with these young minds with gun technology, and we ain't want that here, We ain't want that here. This is them talking, And I want all them public officials here where I got to say. Because they got a security, and the people ain't got none. And we ain't going to play with that with he. You understand? For what he about he, direct out of Jamaica. I know he can't even get 10 cents if that's our 10 cents. And the minister should be ashamed because think it's not ready for them kind of people. They know if men like them got Jamaica how we be. Men like them, artists like them, go how we be. We want young, vibrant, conscious singers. We don't want a gangster. We don't want nobody who appeal out their skin come tell us about gun business and Batman business. Think it's in a Batman place. Think it is one of the prettiest, lovely, beautiful island in the Caribbean. And man like them ain't gonna mash up this. I hope I can see him when he come here to abuse him up. I don't know whether they don't cut off the law. Have a good day. Devon, this is Jam Down.
All right, Jamban. Thank you so much for your contribution to the program. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. But I was making a point, Jamban, that there was not an attempt to not allow people to call in. The minister, as you can see, there were two persons here to make a presentation, and it was on what they have been doing with citizen security and the 90-day campaign against crime and violence. The phone lines were indeed open. I too take the point that you made that more time should have been allocated, so I humbly apologize for that, but there was not an attempt to stifle or to prevent anyone from calling in. And remember, they also stated that they have ongoing forums. I mean, throughout the campaign, they had, I think they called it conversations or something like that, where they actually went into the community, and so the opportunity was given for them to engage with you, to engage with people in the community, so that you could share your ideas and different perspectives. You've introduced a really interesting point with Vibes Cartel coming to St. Kitts. And I've seen some conversations in different circles on social media, and I've heard a few things on social media about Vibes Cartel coming to St. Kitts for music festival. And immediately, of course, people began to ask questions. Well, what about those other artists that were, I don't know their name but I think they're from Trinidad. I don't want to call the wrong name, but I think you know what I mean, Ronnie. Some artists were coming here earlier last year for some event that they were having, and I think they were banned from entering St. Kitts and Nevis. I'm not against that, but the question was, what was the criteria used? You know, some were of the opinion that Vibes Cartel is more trying to be diplomatic. But it was an interesting debate. It was an interesting debate, and it's always good to see that people have a different perspective on things. And interesting enough, the people who were having the conversation were people who were younger than 30, who were saying that they're not in favor of Vibes Cartel coming here. This may not be a true reflection of how everybody feels, but I'm just saying this is a conversation I saw on social media. But that's an interesting argument there. It's 11:30. Let's head back to I think we have a caller. I want to take a break.
Yes.
Okay, we have a caller. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, again, since nobody called him. This fellow was just coming. He wasn't here already singing a lot of bad words. And the same one. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm asking you a question. He was scared. He's saying the same person. He come here time singing a lot of bad words, and then he banned him from off the stage.
No, you got the wrong person. I think you're talking about 50 cents.
Huh? Oh, I was just wondering. And you know what I was thinking too? That when Timothy was giving out money or anything, everybody used to get.
Well, no, we're hanging on.
Oh, you know me down here
yet. So, you want to get to sing his people?
And until when labor come in, they take with the people their money, and if you see them, everyone behind to them. See you again.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. Let's take a break. We come back. We'll continue the conversation here on The Edge. Have a caller? Okay. Mm-hmm. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. Call us back at 662-8674. That's 662-8674. We have a caller on the line. Yes, caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, Devon. I want to tell Alice, this ain't the one is bad one, you know. This the one who ain't free with life, ain't got no, ain't care about life. We don't want the foreign thinkers. And I warning the government, we don't want team thinkers. Because when they come here and deliver themselves to stuff, shoot one another, I can blame it on them. And they're going to hear the name calling for the vagabond behavior. I too miss Bracha in this country, I too miss Robert Llewellyn Bracha. These people ain't got nothing in the class. They had it in the party. And they alone, even the elders that go around, they filter down nothing. All they do is good at putting people together. Have a good day, Devon. This is Jam Down. We don't want it. You got Joseph Hill's son. Bring him. Kenyatta Hill. Where we going to need them deal? Them deal don't mash up Jamaica. Have a good day again, Devon.
You too, Jam Down. I'm calling you on the air. Good morning. Yeah, I'm not hearing you clearly, caller. Yeah, please call us back. You're cutting in and out. We're not hearing you clearly. The number is 662-8674. You're cutting in and out. We're not really hearing you very clearly. 662-8674. This is The Edge on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. If there are no calls, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll continue our conversation here on The Edge. Stay with us.
Join us every Wednesday for In Focus, a weekly talk show produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, where we provide exclusives with key persons within the government and discuss pertinent, relevant, and interesting matters that affect us all. Tune in every Wednesday, live on ZIZ Radio and streamed live on Facebook at SKNIS Media and ZIZ Online. In Focus, your government, your business.
Attention business owners. This Valentine's season, let ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation help you spread the love and grow your brand. From January 19th to February 14th, take advantage of our exclusive Valentine's advertising package. With ZIZ, your heartfelt message reaches thousands across our popular radio platforms. Make this Valentine's Day unforgettable. Promote your romantic specials, products, and services to an audience eager to celebrate love. With our customized ad solutions, we'll help you stand out, spark connections, and boost your sales. Don't miss out on this perfect opportunity to share the love and maximize your exposure. Call us at 869-662-8203 or email vinet@zizonline.com to book your Valentine's campaign today. ZIZ Broadcasting, connecting your business with your customers this Valentine's season. Valentine's advertising specials, January 12th to February 14th. Call 869-662-8203 today.
From the heart of ZIZ Radio comes a political talk show like no other. The Edge, with host Devonne Cornelius giving you his take on the biggest stories happening in governance today. Got something to say? Let's hear it. Give us a call at 869-465-2555, Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
The views and opinions expressed by participants and callers during this program are solely their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, its management, or sponsors. The station accepts no responsibility for statements. Welcome back to The Edge on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I'm your host, Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me on the program. It's 11:35, and the phone lines are open at 662-8674. That's 662-8674. For those of you who are just tuning in, it's an open conversation today, looking at things here in St. Kitts and Nevis and the regional scene, and even internationally. A caller spoke about Vibes Cartel, coming to St. Kitts for music festival, and I was saying that this is a conversation that I saw on social media among some people who are young in age. I would say less than 30, talking about Vybz Kartel, and we were just having a conversation that some have or were making the comparison between him and Buju Banton. But I think it's an important conversation to definitely have, and it was interesting to see some of the take on it. And we were piggybacking off of the conversation yesterday with Minister Philip and the family councillor Alicia Collins, speaking about citizen security and crime and violence and attacking the root causes of crime. And then for those of you who may have missed the conversation on Monday, Special Advisor in the Prime Minister's Office, Austin Edinburgh, gave some statistics as it relates to the budget boost program. And those statistics for me were amazing. They were interesting to see, where the monies have been spent. So the intent of the program was to assist people. The program came in response to the rising cost of living. And when you talk about the rising cost of living, you're talking about food, you are talking about electricity, you're talking about water. And these are things that you absolutely need to survive. You can't survive without food, water, and to some extent electricity. But definitely food and water are a must. You must have these things. And so what they did, they designed it in a way that you pay for these things through JAD, and you pay for them at approved vendors. And because of that, you had Skelec, Nevlec, Water Department, and St. Kitts and Nevis, and the National Housing Corporation receiving, I think, $1.1 million in payments, and then the remaining $3 million went into the supermarkets and the other approved vendors, which shows that the money, what the money was intended for, it was used for. I honestly cannot see an issue with that. I think that's fiscally responsible. If you give out money and it's being used for what you intended it to be used for, that's amazing. And I think it would give the government a better understanding of what the needs are and how to better plan future programs, looking at the good and the bad, looking at the successes of it and where they may have fallen short. 11:39, you're listening to The Edge. The phone lines are open. Call us at 662-8674. That's 662-8674. Lend your voice to the conversation. What is on your mind and your views and opinions? Tell us about how you feel, whether you want to comment on those topics that I've briefly mentioned there, or if you would like to introduce something new into the equation. I think we have a caller on the line. Let's take this call. Caller, you're on the air. Good morning. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
I decided to call because of not the Vybz Kartel thing. And I want to say my comment is neither whether I'm in favor of him or not in favor of him. It has to do with the fact that persons are making reference to the artists that were banned from entering St. Kitts sometime earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The reason given was that they are considered a threat to national security. There are good evidence and intelligence even from their country of origin that prompted that concern across the Caribbean, not just St. Kitts and Nevis, but across the Caribbean. Vybz Kartel, on the other hand, though he was charged and convicted and later reprieved of murder in Jamaica. His lyrics are not as these who are advertising, propelling violence against one another. There are differences with that. And there are other things that contributed to the classification that I can't put out to the public. Would not be for me to look at. But just to say that the reason is because collectively in the Caribbean, based on intelligence and evidence, the behavior and the violence and other crimes associated with these particular artists, they are deemed to be a threat to national security, not just in Texas, but throughout the Caribbean. Thank you very much, Devon.
Thank you so much, caller Edinburgh, for your contribution to the program. 11:42, the phone lines remain open, and we're taking your calls here on The Edge, 662-8674. 662-8674. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Devon, this is Jam Long again. We don't want nobody from outside to tell us about badness and what it could do to a country. All that boy lyrics is gangster kind of style. Think it's ready for that? The little piece that we got here, we got to deal with that. But that, I don't want to talk much about it because I don't, and they're going to hear me more. I'm looking to go with a placard when I hear he reach Golden Rock. Watch here, Devon. I want you to tell the lady to please to come on Bank Street in a town hall fashion. Me see some big tent during Christmas were down there by the Treasury apron. Right down by Social Security. Put a little one in the circus. Have a little public address that people could come on there, sit down and listen them talk. And Larry sit down and reason about this crime thing in St. Kitts. When we had sugar, and later than sugar, we not had that there. So where does come from? Where you are being imported? And I'm warning them, you know. None of them will come from where they're coming from and change this country, you know. Not why I'm not alive, you know. Not why me alive. And all the politicians, them who playing the game, we will deal with them. We will deal with them squarely and surely by the ballot. We got to wise up ourselves. We cannot mash up a beautiful island like this. Eh? Where you going in here? Culture, Joseph, Peter Tosh. All of them got sons singing. They only bring back 91. They bring culture one. Now Joseph Hill killing money in Wayne. When his father dead, his father did not sign a contract, Devon, in Argentina. $100,000. He said he got to go and do the show because his father fans got to feel happy, even though he was an oil in Europe. He went and did the show. Devon, come on, we got to get better than that. Who advising Marshall, you know? Marshall, born, I don't know, he's coming, you know, and Marshall look like he run from us. Come to the people who advise, you advise on the road. We got people around here from Federal Maple and Federal Palm. We know where them they like years ago. Because when the small man down by the college was raised up in the early years to be the finance minister at the Federation, man used to go all kind of talk, but we're going on the road. We got police this state. And if these vagabonds down there don't want to police this state, Jamdon will police them. Have a good day again, Devon.
All right, Jamdon, thank you for your contribution to the program. It's 11:46, and we're taking your calls here on The Edge, 662-8674. That's 662-8674. Do we have any callers in there? Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Devon.
Yes, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad for my age.
All right.
We are having a lovely day today. Devon, good. I want to say good morning to the listeners home and abroad. Devon, a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
I am hearing on the street, because the streets always talking, that not supposed to be the last for plastic bags in supermarkets. Do you have any knowledge of that?
I'll have to back check the dates, but what I can tell you is I visited a few stores and they have a sign that says they would only be giving one plastic bag for items instead of doubling the bags now. So they're trying to cut back on the amount of bags that they're giving to consumers, to customers.
Devon,
but I'll just back check the dates for you.
I have an option for them. Why don't we go back to the paper bag that we used to get? Remember we still have the paper bag when you put little small things in, but we used to get the handbag, paper bag, them some strong ones before they introduced these plastic bags. So why don't we go back to them? Because they're easy to get rid of. You just burn them. The plastic bag, they say it takes many years before they dissolve in the ground. Right? So if they are going to done with the plastic bags, let us go back to the paper bags. We used to got some strong ones we used to hold our shopping. Right? The other thing is, Devon, what about this committee that came up and was talking about when you put people's song, you have to pay them this and all kind of things, and they make people go sign up all kind of thing and was threatening people with court. What's going on with that committee and that organization and the return of people's songs and so that is being played all over the place?
Well, it's an organization that's been there for some time now. It's called ECHO, and it's really and truly for creatives to register their work, to have it copyright. So in the event that it is used, they could receive, what they call it, royalties. They could receive royalties.
Yeah, what happened to royalties? Well, a lot of people copy the thing,
well,
and
they're still...
Are they receiving any royalties?
I don't know if people are receiving royalties. What I can tell you is the committee continues to do the organization continues to do their work. I think they're working closely with the Intellectual Property Office here in St. Kitts and Nevis. The issue has been really the enforcement of it. So it's not a case where they're just there.
Yes, that is why I'm asking about it.
Of it.
Yeah. The other question is, Devon, what about this thing they came up with and saying that we're going to have ganja plant in St. Kitts and we're going to have people register, the local people who are going to grow it and be the sellers and all kind of thing of it. Well, what happened to that?
I don't have an update on that. I don't know.
That seems to gone. Larry don't say dead yet. Larry say he gone in a coma. And we're hoping for it to wake up. Yes, those and I must say thanks to the water department. I called this morning because I can't see about the Abbott. And when I reach the bus stand after 6, I see the water coming up out of the bus stand flooring here by Abbott and to the side of it. And I call and ask GQ to relay the message to them. And they are here with a backer now. They have stopped. We lose millions of gallons of water. But we must say thanks to them. They're here with a backer and they are doing the work and getting it fixed and remedied.
All right,
so we must say thanks to the water department, thanks to ZIZ and its workers. Yeah, I'm gone.
All right, Carla, thank you for your contribution to the program. The question you asked about the plastic ban, so it is being done in 3 phases. Phase 1 is the T-shirt shopping bags, and the ban on the importation of them was the 31st of December in 2024. Let's head back to the phone lines. We'll take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. And how are you?
I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm fine too. Thank God for your life.
All right.
Yeah, man, Ronnie, that's still going out from his birthday. Tell him I'm making it clear. I sent him a wide invitation. I don't know why none of his girlfriend them bang me when I open the bag me. I go on the road tomorrow. Yes. What I call him to say. Well, thank God to live to the last Wednesday in January. And we are going fine so far, Jack Cash. And the other one, the 500. And everything going smooth so long. And no that, do that again. No that right now. No that in the country. Let me behave yourself. Keep our country clean. See a lot of tourists we get in. And maybe keep it up so until the end of tour, finishing March. And we want, as John Doe say, no, galleys going to people. Because they might go on the choose it from. We want them there, we make your grandchildren there come upon them. And plus great grand boys. I don't want to hear them, they left the man where he be. They bring 50 cents charge to him and say what happened, they got to put him upon them. So they better let the man where he be. Who they choose them people, eh? Come on, wake up, young people. Who in authority. Night woman, wake up. You your brain, so you was a lawyer. Don't go down the road, man. Get wise on that. There ain't no right to bring them there. The lyrics to them want tune into them. We want them here. And thank God I looked to the last Wednesday in January. My birthday is next month. And I'm going to my big one. And tell Ronnie don't play with me on a baby. And let me say something now. My cousin birthday was yesterday, make a big one. And may she live to see many emotion name Miss Samuel, baby Samuel over Phillips. Baby Samuel, happy birthday to you. I went and spent some time with her yesterday. The Miss family, the Kane side. Ronnie, if you're the Kane's man, you can go to them and I'm train the date now. I don't know you for this month. I want to go there, Devonne. You had a good Christmas. Are you saying that yourself?
Yes,
I was
we
all
good.
out with the bands them.
We're going on the beach for your birthday.
Lord, I want to order the I don't got to order it to come out before.
Nice.
Okay, you have a good day.
You got to be a two-piece, eh?
Sometime. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, Carl, thank you for your contribution. It's 11:54. You're listening to The Edge. I think we can take at least one more call before we wrap up the conversation. I was saying that there are three phases to the plastic ban. And the first phase includes the T-shirt shopping bags. Those are the plastic bags you would receive when you go to Best Buy, Rams, or wherever. And the ban on the importation of those bags was December 31st, 2024. And the ban on sale and distribution of those bags is March 31st, 2025. Then you have the second phase, which includes the styrofoam food containers and plastic straws. The ban on the importation of them is April 30th, 2025. And the ban on the sale and distribution of them is July 31st, 2025. Phase 3 includes the single-use plastic utensils, plastic cups, and plastic plates. The ban on the importation of those items is August 31st, 2025, and the ban on the sale and distribution of those items is November 30th, 2025. But the dates you are to keep in mind for now, or the date, is March 31st, 2025. That is when the sale and distribution of those items would be officially banned. But as of December 31st, 2024, those bags are no longer entering the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis as per the Ministry of Environment, Climate Action, and Constituency Empowerment. A 3-month time frame between the ban on importation and distribution of banned items, then a 1-month time frame for the implementation of the following phase. So again, this is the information as it relates to the single-use plastic ban phases and timelines. If you want more information on this, you can a simple search, single-use plastic ban St. Kitts and Nevis on Google, and you'll find the information right there. You'll see a poster, mostly green, St. Kitts and Nevis flag, and it has the template or the schedule of with the dates or the timelines as it relates to the ban. It's 11:57, and you have been listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I've been your host, Devonne Cornelius. Let me say thank you to the callers, listeners, viewers, for your contribution or participation in the program for today. I think it was a great discussion with members of the public. I won't be on the program tomorrow as we have National Assembly expected to commence at 10 a.m. And God spare life, I will be back here on Friday to close out the week. Remember to don't drink and drive, don't text and drive, and please have a good one. Coming up at noon is our major newscast. You all take care. Goodbye.